Now you are going to see how to write the last class in your UVM based test bench, which is the test class. So here your test class name is AXI basic test. It is extending from the UVM test, and after the factory registration macro, you are declaring the interconnect environment and the sequences. So the interconnect environment is the final ANV which is wrapping around all the agents and scoreboards. Also, you are creating two AXI sequences naming AXI seq1 and AXI seq2, and one OCP slave sequence named OCP seq1. In the build phase function, after the super build statement, you'll be creating the environment by using the factory. Sequences are not created in the build phase of the test, but usually they will be created in the run phase after raising the objection. Or you can even create the sequence using factory registration in the end of elaboration phase. In the end of elaboration phase, you are setting the verbosity level to UVM medium. You can set it to any level as you want. So this will print all the debug information with a verbosity level equal to or greater than as UVM medium into the final log file. The next statement, this dot print will the factory hierarchy or the UVM class hierarchy into the log file in the nice way, and we will go through this message after running the simulation. In the run phase task, first you will raise the objection in order to keep the simulation active, and you are creating the sequences sequence 1, 2 and OCP sequence using the factory registration macro. And you can also see that the sequence ID, the master ID is set to the AXI sequences, like sequence 1 is running on master 1 which is having master ID 0, and sequence 2 is running with the master ID 1, so that the transactions in the sequence will be generated with a tag or ID from 0 to 7 in the first sequence and 8 to 15 in the second sequence. And the number of transactions in each AXI sequence is set to 5, and in the OCP transaction you should set it to 10 when both these AXI sequences are running, because in the OCP side you will be getting 10 transactions. But here for simplicity we are only running a single sequence in the AXI1 master. AXI2 master is commented out, thus we are setting the number of transactions in the OCP sequence as 5. After finishing the initialization and configuration of the sequence, you will be starting the sequence. So in our environment we need to start all the sequences parallelly. Thus we are using a fork join statement, and you can see that all sequences are started in the appropriate sequencer. So AXI sequence 1 is starting on the interconnect.AXI master 1.AXI master sequencer, which is a agent 1, and the sequence AXI sequence 2 is starting on the agent 2 sequencer, but it is commented out here. And in the same way the OCP sequence is starting in the interconnect.OCP agent.OCP sequencer. This will start the body method of all the sequences in parallel. As you can see in the sequence implementation, the body method is sending n number of transactions. Thus in the test, all the sequences will run parallelly and start injecting transaction to the interface, and the control will come to the end of this fork join only when all these body methods are finished. So when the fork join is exited, the injection of all transaction is complete and the stimulus injection is complete, which now we can drop the objection that we have raised in the beginning of the run phase by using the statement phase.drop objection. And this will cause the run simulation to end in the UVM test environment, and this is the implementation of a simple UVM based test in your environment. Now we have finished writing all the classes needed in your UVM environment. So you have written transactions, sequences, agents. Within the agents you have written sequencer, driver and monitor, and all the agents you have implemented. Then you have written the scoreboard and the final environment, which is wrapping around all the structural part. And also you have written the test where you are instantiating the final environment, and you are starting sequences on the appropriate sequences. Now the last part remaining is the final test bench module, which you will see in the next session.